Okay.
Yes. Maybe come closer to the speaker.
Ahani, Haribol.
Hare Krishna, my obeisances.
Hare Krishna. Start?
Yes, please.
Namamishwaram Sachidanandarupam Lasakundalam Gokule Vrajamanam Yashoda Kaladaramanam Saram Vishnamatyanta Adhyagopya Rudantamurnetra Yuknamritantam Karambocha Yukmena Satankanetam Muhushasakam Patriekankakankam Skitagranamodaram Bhakti Kunde Adiyashitanyashu Bhaktanjitatva Puna Prematastam Shakta Vriti Bhave Varam Deva Moksham Moksham Vadimva Nachanali Neham Darishadakiha Idam Tela Purnatra Gopalapalam Sarvam Nanasyamirashakimanvai Idam Mukam Bojam Matyam Tanilai Ritam Kuntalai Srigadashagopya Mukushcham Vitam Bimba Ratadarame Manasamiram Lakshalavai Namo Devadam Bodarananta Vishnu Prasida Prabodhuta Jaladinagram Kripa Drishti Drishyati Vilambatanu Grihani Shamamagyame Yakshidisha Kuverat Majaubadam Murtyayvayadva Tvayam Chitau Bhakti Vajavkritacha Tata Prema Bhaktim Sakame Prayatya Mokshayaho Mesti Damodareha Namaste Sudame Sudadipidame Tvadiyo Dharayata Vishwasya Dame Namo Radhikaya Tvadiya Priyaya Namo Nantalilaya Devaya Tuya Namami Sharam Sachidanandarupam Yasat Kundalam Gokule Brajamanam Yashoda Viyo Kaladavamanam Adam Vishamatyam Tato Dutya Gopya Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Jaya Radha Damodara Radha Damodara Radha Damodara Shri Radha Jaya Radha Damodara Radha Damodara Shri Radha Jaya Gaura Nita Jaya Gaura Nita Gaura Nita Jaya Gaura Nita Prabhupada 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 Jaya Prabhupada Shri Kartik Rata ki jai, Shri Radha Damodara ki jai, Shri Shri Gauritai ki jai, Shri Prabhupada ki jai.
Tahani,
Yes,
you have the translation in Serbsky?
yes, I will do that.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So you want me to read the?
You have it written?
Yes, of the Madarashtaka.
Yeah, Dhammadarasa translation of the eight verses.
Yes, we do. We read this every evening from the songbook. That devotees have here. Would you like me to read it?
Yeah, please.
Slabo čujemo Dahani.
Okay, we will put the sound up. Just a second.
Yeah, now you're good.
Good. Okay. Maybe I was not very near to the
It's
speaker.
always shaking up and down your voice.
So, I will read the Madarashtaka translation we have from our songbook here. Svevišnjem gospodinu, čiji je oblik utjelovljenje večnog postojanja, znanja i blaženstva, čije se divne naušnice njišu tamo amo, koji prekrasno bliste u božanskom kraljevstvu Gokule, koji je brzo pobegao od drvenog žrvnja u strahu od majke Jašode, jer je zgrešio razbivši vrč sa jogurtom, od koga je napravila maslac i držala ga obešenog u strop, i kojeg je ona uhvatila s leđa jer je trčala veoma brzo. Tom svevišnjem gospodinu Šri Damodaru odajem svoje ponizno poštovanje. Ugledavši štap u ruci svoje majke, on se rasplakao i počeo trljati svoje oči iznova svojim lotosnim rukama. U školjke trese se usled brzog disanja i plača. Tom svevišnjem gospodinu Šri Damodaru, čiji trbuščić nije svezan konopcima, već čistom ljubavlju njegove majke, odajem svoje ponizno poštovanje. Ovakvim dečačkim zabavama utopio je stanovnike Gokule u okean zanosa, a onim baktama koji su zaokupljeni znanjem o njegovoj svevišnjoj božanskoj ličnosti u obilju, otkriva da ga mogu osvojiti samo bakte čija je čista ljubav prožeta prisnošću i oslobođena svih koncepcija strahopoštovanja. S velikom ljubavlju ponovno odajem svoje ponizno poštovanje gospodinu Damodaru stotine i stotine puta. O gospodine, iako možeš dati sve vrste blagoslova, ne molim ti se radi blagodati impersonalnog oslobođenja, ni najvišeg oslobođenja, večnog života u Vajkunti, niti radi bilo koje druge dobrobiti koja se može dobiti sljeđenjem 9 procesa bakti. O gospodine, želim samo da ovaj tvoj oblik Bala Gopale u Vrindavani bude uvek prisutan u mom srcu, jer mi može biti bilo koja druga dobrobit osim te. O gospodine, majka Jašoda, iznova ljubi tvoje lotosovo lice ukrašeno kovrđama meke crne kose s nijansom crvenila, a tvoje usne su crvenkaste poput pimba voća. Neka ta divna vizija tvog lotosovog lica bude uvek prisutna u mom srcu. Hiljade i hiljade drugih blagoslova za mene nemaju nikakve vrednosti. O svevišnji Bože, odajem ti svoje ponižno poštovanje. O Damodara, o Ananta, o Višnu, o učitelju, o gospodaru moj, budi milosti prema meni. Obasipajući me svojim pogledom milosti, izbavi ovu jadnu neuku budalu koja je utopljena u okeanu svetovnih tuga i postane vidljiv mojim očima. O gospodine Damodara, baš kao što si u svom obliku deteta svezano kovnovcima za drveni žrvanj oslobodio Naradine sa kletve dvojicu sinova Kuvera, Manigrivu i Nala Kuveru, i učinio ih velikim baktom, molim te podari i meni svoju prema bakti na sličan način. Jedino čeznem za tim i nemam nikakvih želja za bilo kakvim oslobođenjem. O gospodine Damodara, kao prvo, odajem svoje poštovanje blistavo sjajnom konopcu kojim je svezan tvoj trbuščić. Zatim, odajem svoje poštovanje tvom trbuščiću, koji je prebivalište čitavog univerzuma. Ponizno se klanjam tvoje najvoljenije Šrimati Radharani i odajem svo poštovanje tebi, svevišnjem gospodinu koji provodi neograničene zabave. So, that is the end. Eto, to je prijevod.
Yeah, finish?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, good. Then you have the text from this Bhagavatam verse.
Which Bhagavatam verse? I am not ready, but I will quickly have it.
Your sound is not here.
Yes, I am here now.
Higher.
Why? Higher? Just a second. You can fix that.
No, we don't hear you.
Do you hear me now?
No. Good. Yeah. So don't go down anymore.
Okay, I hope not. Which verse should I look for, please?
I signed yesterday to Bhakti Granta, and he told me he will arrange that the verse will be sent.
Okay. Well.
Yes, he posted in all the groups.
Okay.
He posted it to all the groups.
Yes.
Srimad Bhagavatam, 10th canto, 9th chapter, text 11. You got it?
Yes, in Serbian as well. Thank you.
Okay. The verse starts with Kritagasam.
Yes.
You got it?
Yes, I got it.
Okay. Check your voice again. Speak.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Very good. Very good.
Okay.
Krita Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. So this evening we will read one verse from Srimad Bhagavatam, 10th canto, 9th chapter, text 11.
Danas ćemo čitati jedan stih iz Srimad Bhagavatama, 10. pevanje, 9. poglavlje, stih 11.
Kritagasam tam prarudantam akshini kasantam anchanvashini svapanina udvikshamanam payavivelekšanam aste grihitva pishayantya vagurat. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai.
Prevod i komentar Srila Prabhupada.
When sought or captured by Mother Yashoda, Krishna became more and more afraid and admitted to being an offender. As she looked upon him, she saw that he was crying, his tears mixing with the black ointment around his eyes. And as he rubbed his eyes with his hands, he smeared the ointment all over his face. Mother Yashoda, catching her beautiful son by the hand, mildly began to chastise him.
Kad ga je majka Jašoda uhvatila, Krišna se jako uplašio i priznao da je kriv. Gledajući ga, majka Jašoda je vidjela da plače. Njegove suze su se mešale sa crnom pomašću oko njegovih očiju i dok je trljao oči rukama, razmazivao je pomast po čitavom licu. Uhvativši svog prekrasnog sina za ruku, majka Jašoda ga je počela blago grliti.
Finished?
Yes, finished.
Okay, then we will read the purport by Sila Prabhupada. I read some parts in English and then you read in Serbian. Serbo-Croatish. From these dealings between Mother Yashoda and Krishna, we can understand the exalted position of a pure devotee in loving service to the Lord.
Ovih postupaka majke Jašode i Krišne možemo shvatiti uzvišeni položaj čistog bakte u služenju Gospodina s ljubavlju.
Maybe you read the whole purport.
Yeah, maybe. Would you like me to wait for you?
No, you read now.
Okay. Yogi, Gyani, Karmi i Vedantisti ne mogu čak ni prići Krišni. Moraju ostati jako, jako daleko od njega i pokušati da uđu u njegov telesni sjaj, iako čak ni to ne mogu da učine. Veliki polubogovi kao što su Brahma i Šiva neprestano obožavaju Gospodina meditacijom i služenjem. Čak se i najmoćniji Yamaraja boji Krišnu. Zato je, kao što vidimo iz istorije Ađamilinog života, poučio svoje sledbenike da ne prilaze baktama i ne pokušavaju da ih uhvate. Drugim rečima, Yamaraja se također boji Krišne i Krišnih bakta. A ipak, taj Krišna je postao toliko ovisan o majci Jašodi da je, videvši u njenoj ruci prut, priznao da je kriv i počeo plakati kao obično dete. Naravno, majka Jašoda nije htjela previše grditi svoje voljeno dete i zato je odmah bacila prut i samo prekorila Krišnu, rekavši: sada ću te svezati tako da ne možeš više činiti nestašluke. Za sada se ne možeš igrati sa svojim drugovima. To pokazuje razliku između položaja Gjanija, Jogija i sledbenika vedskih obradnih ceremonija i položaja čistog bakte u ophođenju prema transcendentalnoj prirodi apsolutne istine. Finished.
Finished?
Yes.
Now I will read it in English. From these dealings between Mother Yashoda and Krishna, we can understand the exalted position of a pure devotee in loving service to the Lord. Yogis, Gyanis, Karmis, and Vedantists cannot even approach Krishna. They must remain very, very far away from him and try to enter his bodily effulgence, although these also they are unable to do. Great demigods like Lord Brahma and Lord Shiva always worship the Lord by meditating and by meditation and by service. Even the most powerful Yamaraj fears Krishna. Therefore, as we find in the history of Ajamil, Yamaraj instructed his followers not even to approach the devotees, but to speak of capturing them. In other words, Yamaraj also fears Krishna and Krishna's devotees. Yet this Krishna becomes so dependent on Mother Yashoda that when she simply showed Krishna the stick in her hand, Krishna admitted to being an offender and began to cry like an ordinary child. Mother Yashoda, of course, did not want to chastise her beloved child very much, and therefore she immediately threw her stick away and simply rebuked Krishna, saying, "Now I shall bind you so that you cannot commit any further offensive activities. Nor for the time being can you play with your playmate. And also not for the time being you can play with your playmates." This shows the position of a pure devotee in contrast with others like Yanis, Yogis, and the followers of the Vedic ritualistic ceremonies in regarding the transcendental nature of the absolute truth. Krita gasamtam prarudantam akshini kasantam anchan nasini svapanina udvikshamanam bhaya vivalekshananam haste grihitva bishanyanti abagurat. When taught by Mother Yashoda, Krishna became more and more afraid and admitted to being an offender. As she looked upon him, she saw that he was crying, his tears mixing with the black ointment around his eyes. And as he rubbed his eyes with his hands, he smeared the ointment all over his face. Mother Yashoda, catching her beautiful son by the hand, mildly began to chastise him.
Majka Jašoda uhvatila, Krišna se jako uplašio i priznao da je kriv. Gledajući ga, majka Jašoda je videla da plače. Njegove suze su se mešale sa crnom pomašću oko njegovih očiju i dok je trljao oči rukava, razmazivao je pomast po čitavom licu. Uhvativši svog prekrasnog sina za ruku, majka Jašoda ga je počela blago grditi.
Hare Krishna. Om Agyatim Ranyasya Gananchana Salakyam Chakshurun Militam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. So this month, Kartik is also known as Damodar Vas, as we have discussed last time.
Kao što smo prošli put razgovarali već, ovaj mesec Kartik poznat je kao Damodara masa.
And it is especially recommended to meditate and to sing about this wonderful pastime known as Damodar Lila.
I tada je naročito preporučeno da se meditira i da se peva o ovoj zabavi koja je poznata kao Damodara Lila.
Dama means robe and udara means belly.
Dama znači uže, a udara je trbuščić.
So normally Krishna's belly is decorated with a tinkling cord of bells.
Uobičajeno je da Krišna oko stomaka, oko svog trbuščića ima onako zveckavi pojas, kako da kažem to, onih lančića. Yeah.
Because he's still a small boy in that time, about around 3 years old.
Jer je on tada još uvek jako malo dete. U vreme događanja ove lile on ima oko 3 godine.
But although he was 3 years old, he was still very much attached to his mother.
No, iako mu je bilo već 3 godine, bio je veoma vezan za svoju majku.
Still adjusted to drink the milk from the breast of Mother Yashoda.
I još uvek je bio vezan za to da pije mlijeko od svoje majke Jašode.
So this incident happened in, as the acharyas say, in Deepavali day.
Kako ačarije kažu, ovaj događaj desio se na Deepavali dan.
Ne čuje se.
Nestala si, Dahani.
I don't know why. Maybe Akinchana, we should go somewhere nearer to...
Last time it was very good, Dahini. I don't know
in another room.
What happened this time.
I think the internet access is different now. I don't know why.
But you know, we hear your voice, but the level of the voice goes up and down.
Mm-hmm.
Can you speak now?
Faster.
Okay, we changed the network we are at, so maybe it will be better.
Yeah, now it's very good now.
You will tell us.
Krishna was always very much attached to drink the mother's milk from her breast.
Krishna je bio jako vezan da pije majčino mlijeko.
And on this particular day, it was Deepavali, early in the morning. Krishna was still sleeping in his sleeping place.
I tog određenog dana, kada je bio Deepavali, Krishna je još uvek spavao na svom mestu.
Like the farmers, they always rise early and go in perform their duties. Milking some cows or taking their milk and making milk products out of it, like yogurt and then buttermilk.
Kao što i farmeri moraju ustajati rano i ići za kravama da bi onda ih muzli i pravili od tog mleka lepe proizvode kao što su jogurt ili mleko sa maslacem ili
So on
maslac.
that specific day, many of the relatives, closer relatives like Rohini, Balaram, the elder brother of Krishna, and some other elderly relatives, they all went to celebrate, went away to have a celebration named Deepavali at Upananda's place. Elder brother of Nanda Maharaj is Upananda.
Stariji brat Nanda Maharaja je Upananda. I toga dana, pošto je bio Dipavali dan, svi rođaci otišli su do njegove kuće da bi tamo slavili taj festival.
So Krishna was still sleeping because small boys, they don't like to rise early in the morning.
I Krishna je još uvijek spavao, jer mali dečaci ne vole baš jako rano ujutro da ustaju.
I always want to sleep after sunrise.
Oni bi uvijek da spavaju nakon izlaska sunca.
So Mother Yashoda was churning yogurt to make a nice butter.
I majka Jašoda je bučkala jogurt da bi napravila lep maslac.
And she was always meditating about in her thoughts about Krishna's wonderful form and pastimes and qualities.
I stalno je u svojim mislima meditirala na Krišnine lepe zabave i osobine i tako dalje.
And in this way she always felt great ecstasy.
I na taj način ona je stalno osjećala visok nivo ekstaze.
And she forgot the time.
I zaboravila je na vrijeme.
Normally churning butter, you know, I have seen it in Vrindavan, some Brijabasi ladies, they're still doing that nowadays, but it's a very long-during, sometimes also a little boring job.
Obično to bučkanje maslaca, video sam kako neke starije Brijavasi dame to rade, to je prilično dugačak posao, pa čak i nekada malo dosadan posao.
Sometimes it's also very good exercise because you always move, you know, like this, forward, back. It's very good. You don't have to go to the fitness. It's a best fitness program in the morning to churning butter.
I to je također najbolji fitness program ujutru, da se bučka maslac, jer stalno morate napred nazad da pomerate ruke i ne treba vam nikakav fitness dodatni.
You will not have any neck problems.
I nećete imati problema sa vratom.
You're always moving like that for a half an hour or 1 hour.
Zamislite da tako pomerate ruke napred nazad pola sata ili sat vremena.
I also tried one time.
Probao sam i ja jedno.
Because our neighbor downstairs, she had a churning, they have some cows and she made every morning this butter from the milk, from the yogurt.
Ona imaju krave i onda ona svako jutro pravi od mleka maslac, pa sam gledala.
So I felt very good exercise, but on the long term, you really get a little sweating and it's a little, I would say, you have to also think a little something. Somebody puts an earphone and hear some music or kirtan.
Dugoročno gledano može to biti malo zamorno, malo ćete se i preznojiti, ali ako stavite recimo slušalice u uši, onda ćete čuti neku lekciju.
Or hear some lecture that it will not become too boring.
Ili da slušate možda neku lekciju da vam to ne bude predosadno.
But Mother Yashoda, she was always singing.
Međutim, majka Jašoda je uvek pevala.
Like Shakti Aladini. When she cooks, you know, you always hear her singing with her beautiful voice, Krishna, Hare Krishna Mahamantra.
Kao Shakti Aladini. Ona kad kuva, onda uvek možete čuti kako svojim divnim glasom peva Hare Krishna Mahamantru.
And she can sing for hours.
I može satima da peva.
Because her cooking is not only a half an hour, her cooking goes 2-3 hours, you know.
Njeno kuvanje ne treba pola sata, nego 2-3 sata.
And in this time, you know, she is constantly chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra.
I svo to vreme ona stalno peva Hare Krishna Mahamantru.
So Mother Yashoda, she was not chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra. She was, there are actually different kirtans. There's Nama Kirtan, There's Guna Kirtan and there's Lila Kirtan. Lila Kirtan means glorifying the Lila of the Lord.
Postoje različite vrste kirtana, kao nama kirtan, guna kirtan i lila kirtan. Lila kirtan znači kirtan u kome se slave lile Gospoda.
So Mother Yashoda, she was constantly singing Lila Kirtan.
Majka Jašoda stalno je pevala lila kirtan.
Like in Bengal, no? The Bengalis, they're very good in Lila Kirtan.
Kao u Bengalu, znate, Bengalci su veoma dobri u tom lila kirtan.
Sing about Krishna's pastimes and about Lord Chaitanya's pastimes, Nityananda's pastimes in their local language, in Bengali.
I oni pevaju o zabavama Gospoda Čaitanje, svih ostalih i to sve na svom lokalnom jeziku na Bengaliju.
So the Brijabhasis also, they sing in the Brijabhasi Prakrita language, that means dialect.
Tako i Brijbasi, oni pevaju na svom Brijbasi Prakrita jeziku ili svom dijalektu.
Not in Sanskritena.
Ne pevaju na sanskritu.
The scholars, Vedantis, and big Vedic scholars, they're reciting very precise verses from the Vedas, from the Vedanta and Vedic hymns.
Za razliku od učenjaka i vedantista koji vrlo precizno recituju stihove na sanskritu iz Veda i ostalih spisa.
The Vedic hymns, they're all composed in Sanskrit language.
Vedski kraljevi, oni su svi i vedski spisi, svi su napisani na sanskritu.
But ordinary local people, they don't speak the Sanskrit, they speak either Brijabhasi or their native language, they're known as Prakrita.
Ali obični ljudi ne znaju baš sanskrit i oni samo govore svoj lokalni jezik i dijalekte, tako da su vezani za taj Prakrita jezik.
So Mother Yashoda, while journeying, the mother for her dear son Krishna, that when he wakes up, that he will get his favorite food to eat. She was constantly absorbed in Lila Kirtan.
I tako je majka Jašoda sve vrijeme dok je bućkala taj maslac za Krišnu, dok je on spavao, ona sve vrijeme pevala lila kirtan.
Instead of cartels, she had the ankle bells.
Umjesto karatala imala je svoje narukvice.
And the earring, long ear.
I imala je dugačke minđuše.
Not in plastic, all in pure gold and with nice emeralds and valuable stones on it.
I ništa to nije bilo plastično, sve su bile od čistog zlata sa prelepim dragim kamenjem.
If she moved like that and also moved her how say head like that, there was a very sweet sound from her ornaments.
Dok se ona tako pomerala, ruke i bućkajući maslac, čuo se pred. And
in years old at that time, he woke up, most probably from the sound. You heard, the mother is not here with me anymore. He heard sound in the kitchen.
No, odjednom malo dete Krišna se tada probudio i verovatno je pomislio, majka više nije pored mene, i čuo je njene zvuke iz kuhinje.
Already still a little half sleepy.
I tako da je ušao u kuhinju još uvek onako polu spavajući.
And he held with his little hands, he was holding the churning rope of Mother Yashoda.
Svojim malim ručicama.
So what does this mean? It means
what?
Mother, stop churning, give your attention to me. I'm here now.
I onda to je, šta zapravo je to značilo? To je značilo, majko, prestani da bućkaš taj maslac, ja sam ovde sada. Meni pokloni pažnju.
Like the small children, they always want to be the center, isn't it?
Da. Zar ne? Tako je sa malom decom, ona uvijek žele da budu centar.
And Krishna is the natural center of the whole universe and of everyone's life.
Krishna je prirodni centar čitavog univerzuma i svačije.
So, because Mother Yashoda, she was so absorbed in her service, she didn't notice in the beginning that Krishna was on her side.
A majka Jašoda toliko je bila apsorbovana u svoju službu da nije ni primetila da je se Krishna
Therefore,
približio.
Krishna, with his small hand, he held it on the rope or on the how say mortar, and on the turning rod, you know, so that Mother Yashoda felt, oh, I cannot, oh, my son is here.
I onda je tako Krishna, da bi skrenuo njenu pažnju na sebe, uhvatio taj žrvanj i uže i čitav mehanizam i tek tada je ona osjetila da zapravo ne može da bućka maslac kao što je mogla. I onda je shvatila da je Krishna.
When Mother Yashoda saw her darling son on his side, immediately she stopped her work and she took Krishna on her lap.
I čim je ugledala svog voljenog Krishnu, majka Jašoda je prestala da bućka maslac i stavila ga na svoje krilo.
Although the Lord Krishna is the support of the whole universe, you know, but that Lord now is sitting now on the lap of Mother Yashoda.
Iako je to Gospod koji podržava čitav univerzum, eto njega sada sedi u krilu majke Jašode.
So, and then Mother Yashoda immediately offered him milk from her breast, because naturally milk flowed from her breast.
I odmah je majka Jašoda ponudila mu da ga podoji, jer kad god bi ga ona ugledala, mleko bi odmah poteklo iz njenih grudi.
And this way she was feeding Krishna.
I na taj način ona je hranila Krishnu.
Krishna was very eager to drink the mother's breast milk.
A Krishna je jako voleo kada ga je majka dojila.
Besides of I would say milk products and sweets, you know, that was his favorite.
I pored nekih mlečnih proizvoda i slatkiša, to mu je bilo najomiljenije.
But then Mother Yashoda suddenly noticed, you know, there's some sound outside, you know, that her big pot where she prepared milk was, the milk was, how you say, spilling over.
No onda je majka Jašoda čula neki čudan zvuk i shvatila, jao, pa ta velika posuda u kojoj je ona pripremala mleko se nešto srušila ili kipilo je mleko.
You know how it goes, you know, if the milk goes up over the border of the pot, you know, then you immediately have to rush there, otherwise the whole milk is lost.
Znate kako ide kad mleko počne da se diže, jel? Pa iznad nivoa posude morate potrčati tamo, inače će svo mleko da iskipne.
And everything is spoiled and becomes burnt.
I onda sve se upropasti i to izgori i smrti.
So Mother Yashoda, for the time being, she had to put Krishna on the side and tell him, please wait here. No, I'm only looking for the milk and coming back in a second.
I tako je majka Jašoda njemu rekla, molim te, izvini sad na čas, ja samo moram potrčati zbog mleka, brzo se vraćam za sekundu.
But you know how it is. The second becomes a minute, it becomes 2 minutes, it becomes 5 minutes.
Ali znate kako to ide. Sekunda postane minut, pa 2 minute, pa 5 minuta.
And for a small child who is waiting that mother comes back, you know, 1 minute or 5 minutes becomes like an eternity.
A za malo dete koje čeka na svoju majku da se vrati, minut i 5 minuta postoje večnost.
So Krishna felt offended and he felt neglected.
I tako se Krishna osjetio uvređenim i zapostavljenim.
Because he doesn't understand, you know, why mother has to go away, you know, and do something else.
Jer on nije mogao da shvati zašto je majka otišla i zašto je morala sad da radi nešto drugo.
Should stay with me, you know, and feed me as long as I like it.
Treba da ostane sa mnom i da me hrani sve dok je to meni važno.
Because if one has appetite, one should eat when one has appetite. Because if you neglect the appetite and you have to fast, you know, then you maybe don't feel so good.
Jer osoba treba da jede dokle god ima dobar apetit. Ukoliko ima dobar apetit, a ne jede, onda će postiti i možda se neće osjećati dobro.
Therefore, one should always eat on the regulated time.
Zato treba svi da jedemo u onoj određeno vrijeme.
Even Srila Prabhupada became very upset if the servants sometimes were too late with offering him the prasadam.
Čak bi se i Prabhupada vrlo uznemirio kada su nekada sluge bile kasnili sa ponudom prasadama.
One has to always eat in the same time.
I to je zato što treba uvek jesti u isto vrijeme.
Because with our consciousness, internal program what we have, our whole system becomes adjusted to eat and always in the proper time. And if you neglect that, you become sick.
Jer naša unutrašnja svesnost je takva da ako podesimo sistem da uvek jedemo u isto vrijeme, onda se to sve dobro uskladi, bude dobro, odrazi se na zdravlje, suprotno možemo da se razbolimo.
This is nature's arrangement, even from very early childhood on already.
I to je prirodno uređeno tako, čak i od vrlo ranog detinjstva.
So Krishna felt upset. He was not pleased with his mother.
I tako se Krišna uznemirio, nije bio zadovoljan svojom majkom.
Immediately he thought, so now I have to do something to revenge myself.
I odmah je pomislio, sad moram da uradim nešto da se osvetim.
So he went from that place where Mother Yashoda was churning the butter, and he went outside, and there he saw a yogurt clay pot.
I tako je on izašao iz tog mjesta gdje je majka Jašoda bućkala maslac i njega dojila i napolje, i tamo je video glinene posude sa
There was a
jogurtom.
stone lying nearby, and so he took the stone and smashed it against the yogurt pot.
I tu je bila neka kamenčina pored i onda je on uzeo taj veliki kamen i bacio ga i smrskao te posude jogurta.
He was walking away from there, and there he saw there was the storeroom of Mother Yashoda where she kept all the milk products inside.
I onda je on produžio dalje sa tog mesta i naišao na špajz, na ostavu, gdje je majka Jašoda držala sve mlečne proizvode zajedno.
Because the storeroom has to be dark, it has to be a little cool, fresh. Otherwise, the milk products and grains, what we keep inside will get rotten or become bad.
Naravno, ta ostava je morala da bude i tamna, i mračna, i hladna, da se ne bi pokvarilo mlijeko i žitarice koje je tu majka Jašoda i ostali proizvodi čuvala.
Every farmer has a storage room.
I zato svaki farmer ima takvu jednu tamnu ostavu.
Nowadays we have also a storage room if we are lucky, otherwise we need at least a refrigerator.
Danas ako ste sretni možda imate ostavu, inače vam treba bakar frižider.
So, and also the storage room is locked, with some device of wood, and small Krishna took the this device on the side so that the door could be opened.
I obično te ostave su onako sa nekim mehanizmima zatvorene, zaključane. Međutim, mali Krišna je lepo sklonio taj ključ, da tako kažemo, te poluge i ušao unutra.
Because if you don't keep your foodstuff safe, especially in Vrindavan, then the monkeys will come in and they will steal everything.
Jer ukoliko ne čuvate pažljivo svoju hranu, naročito u Vrindavanu, doći će majmuni i sve će pokrasti.
So, but this time Krishna himself was entering in it, and he started to eat some of the milk products kept in the jars, clay jars by Mother Yashoda, hanging from the ceiling.
Ovoga puta Krišna je ušao u tu ostavu i počeo je da jede neke mlečnih proizvoda koji su visili vezani sa plafona koje je tako ostavila majka Jašoda.
So you keep it up in the ceiling, and also so that nobody can approach it.
I držali su se tako vezani da vise o plafonima da niko ne bi mogao o tome da priča.
So inside of that room was also a grinding mortar, wooden grinding mortar.
Unutar te ostave bio je i drveni žrvanj.
What one uses, to grinding, spices.
To koristimo za mlevenje začina.
It was a big one.
I to je bio veliki žrvan.
He turned this upside down and he climbed on it, and in this way he could take some of this pot and take the ingredients of ghee and yogurt.
Popeo se na njega i onda počeo da uzima ghee, jogurt i ostale viseće
And
proizvode.
butter.
I maslac.
Makan. Because Krishna is known as Makan Chor. He likes to eat butter even by stealing it from the neighbors.
Makan je maslac, jer Krishna je poznat kao makančor. On jako voli da jede maslac, čak i ako mora da ga krade od komšija.
Therefore, Mother Yashoda always wanted to prepare the nicest makan for Krishna so that he will not go to eat from the neighbors, steal from them.
Zato se majka Yashoda naročito trudila da pripremi taj lepi makan za Krishnu, da on ne bi morao da odlazi kod drugih komšija i da traži.
Then because the door was open, also some monkeys entered.
Dalje, pošto su vrata bila otvorena, ušli su i neki majmuni.
Because Krishna also likes the monkeys. He's also the creator of them, so he's feeding them also some of the butter.
Majmune vezane za njih, onda je njima naravno ponudio maslac.
So now you may wonder why how is it possible that in a dark room Krishna could see?
Sad možda vam je čudno kako je to mogao u mračnoj ostavi Krishna sve da vidi.
He could see because from his transcendental body the Brahman effulgence emanates.
Mogao je da vidi jer iz njegovog transcendentalnog tela emanira Brahman sjaj.
And also from his ornaments, started everything started to become lightened.
A iz njegovih ornamenata sve onako postaje osvetljeno.
So meanwhile, Mother Yashoda, she was going back to to her job to take care for churning the yogurt and see what Krishna is doing.
Majka Yashoda je poželjela da se vrati svom prvobitnom poslu kad je sanirala tu situaciju s mlekom, da vidi šta Krishna radi.
But to her big surprise, Krishna was not present. She could not see him.
No na njeno veliko iznenađenje Krishna nije bilo i nije mogla da ga nađe.
So she wondered, if you wonder and want to fix your mind, and you put your this finger here and put it on the tip of your nose, and you wonder, and then you look and try to find out where my son Krishna would be now.
Tako, ako se pitate nešto i pokušavate da se jako ufiksirate u nešto, stavite ovako kažiprst na vrh nosa i tako je i ona stavila i razmišljala gdje bi to mogao da bude moj Krishna sada.
It really works, if you have to concentrate your mind to find out about something what you forgot, it really helps you to concentrate yourself.
Verite, to stvarno pomaže. Ako treba da otkrijete nešto, da se fokusirate na nešto, a ne možete, probajte ovako, na ovaj način kako smo opisali.
And her mind was focused, and she went outside of the kitchen, and then she saw the broken yogurt pot.
Tako njoj se malo fokusirao, usredsredio, izašla je napolje i imala je šta da vidi. Slomljene posude sa jogurtom glinene.
She wondered, who did this? This only my son could do.
Zapitala se, pa ko je to mogao da uradi? Pa to mora da uradi moj sin.
But where is he? She was looking around.
Ali gde je on? Gledala je naokolo.
And Krishna in the room also was always looking around. His eyes went from one ear to another.
A Krishna je bio u sobi, u toj ostavi, iako je gledao okolo.
Because he was afraid, maybe mother will come very soon in, and then maybe she will find out that I did some mischief, and she will chastise me.
Iako je Krishna bio u toj mračnoj sobi, oči su mu samo vrtele se sa jedne strane glave na drugu, jer se on zapravo plašio da li će naići majka Yashoda pa će ga izgrditi.
But then Mother Yashoda saw the small footprints of Krishna in the yogurt.
I onda je majka Yashoda videla male otiske Krishne u jogurtu.
Because there was a little lake of yogurt, you know, where Krishna was walking from the pot, you know, and they were walking to the how say, the storage room.
Jer ostalo je malo jezerce i tragovi Krišne, njegovih lotosovih stopala u jogurtu, kako je on krenuo od tih razbijenih vrčeva ka ostavi.
And she was sure now, oh, my son is here inside.
I onda je tako ona bila sigurna, tu li je moj sin unutra?
And she took a little stick in her hand.
I uzela je jedan mali štap u ruku.
Anyway, she didn't want to be, sometimes she takes a stick just to show, you know, here is a stick, you know, not that she wanted to beat him.
Nekad bi ona uzela štap samo da bi mu pokazala, zapretila, nije htjela da ga tuče.
So this famous picture, and when Mother Yashoda opens the door and Krishna is on this mortar, taking some, eating some butter and also distributing to the monkeys, and then Mother Yashoda with a stick in hand enters.
Poznata slika kako ulazi majka Jašoda u ostavu držeći štap u ruci i ugleda Krišnu na prevrnutom žrvnju, kako pokušava da dohvati nekakav gi i još pritom hrani majmune time.
And naughty Krishna, who always expected, oh, my mother will come maybe any time.
Naravno, Krišna je sve vrijeme očekivao, moja majka Jašoda sigurno će sad doći, samo što nije.
Always anxious about it, and with his eyes, you know, always from the corner of his eyes looking always in that direction where the door is.
Sve vrijeme dok je uzimao taj maslac, on je krajičkom oka stalno posmatrao vrata.
Then he saw his mother with a stick in hand.
I onda je konačno ugledao svoju majku sa štapom u rukama.
Immediately, you know, as he would be afraid of her, you know, he was jumping down from the mortar and was running away.
I odmah kao da se nje uplašio, skočio je sa tog žrvnja i potrčao da beži.
You know, small children, when they're 3 years old, they can run if they're afraid, you know, and in anxiety, they can run quite fast.
Znate, mala djeca kad imaju 3 godine, ako su u teskobi, mogu zapravo jako brzo da trče.
Mother Yashoda was not so fast in the speed immediately, but she also had to start to run after him.
Majka Jašoda možda u startu nije bila baš najbrža, ali ona je morala da potrči da bi ga
And she
stigla.
was not the youngest anymore.
I više nije ni bila u jako mladim godinama.
And she was not exercised in running.
Nije vežbala trčanje redovno.
So she was only exercised in cooking and in churning.
Vežbala samo kuvanje i bućkanje maslaca i tako te stvari.
Taking care for her child Krishna, but running she was not used.
Brinula je lepo o Krišni i tako, ali nije navikla da trči.
So she also had to start to move herself on the run after Krishna.
Tako je i ona morala da zapne i da potrči i stigne Krišnu.
From there, the example is given the yogis by meditation, by their meditation process that they try to capture Krishna.
I tako je dato ovaj primjer da jogi svojim procesom meditacije pokušavaju da uhvate Krišnu.
The Gyanis, by studying the Vedic scriptures, they're also try to find out where is Krishna so that we can attain liberation.
Jani, čitajući vedske spise, pokušavaju da shvate ko je Krišna i kakav je Krišna da bi dostigli oslobođenje.
But they don't succeed, although they try.
Međutim, oni ne uspevaju, iako pokušavaju.
But here is a simple woman, you know, village woman, a gopi.
A evo ovdje jedne obične seoske žene gopi.
She's not a yogi, not a yogini, she is not a Vedantist.
Ona nije niti jogini, niti vedantista.
But she got the opportunity to also run after Krishna to capture him.
Ali je dobila priliku da također trči za Krišnom i da ga uhvati.
Although it's very difficult to capture Krishna, because to attain Krishna is very, very difficult.
Jer je jako teško uhvatiti Krišnu. Zapravo, dostići Krišnu je veoma teško.
Because we only can capture Krishna by bhakti. Bhaktyaham ekaha graya.
Jer Krišnu možemo uhvatiti samo uz pomoć bhakti.
Bhakti mam abhajanati avanyasasmi tattvataha. Only by bhakti, Krishna let himself to be captured.
Krišna dozvoljava da ga se uhvati samo uz pomoć bhakti.
So Mother Yashoda, she had natural bhakti towards Krishna in pure Vatsalya Rati. That means Kevala Vatsalya Rati.
A majka Jašoda je imala čistu bhakti prema Krišni u svom čistom obliku Keva Vatsalya Rati.
She's actually not only a pure devotee, she is a Nityasita Ragatmika devotee.
Ona je kao čisti bhakta, Nitya Siddha Ragatmika bhakta.
I mean, she is an eternal associate absorbed in her rasa as an eternal mother of Krishna to taking care of Krishna.
To znači da je ona večni pratilac koji je potpuno apsorbovan u svoju rasu, a to je da je ona osoba koja je majka Krišne i koja se brine o Krišni.
She didn't want to punish Krishna because she hated him. She always loved him, and she only wanted to show him stick and give him a little punishment.
Ona uopšte nije želela da kazni Krišnu ili da ga tuče. Ona ga je uvek volela i samo je htjela malo da mu pripreti, da ga malo kao kazni.
Although Yashoda Mata wanted to run to capture Krishna, as long Krishna was looking forward, she could not capture him.
Iako je Jašoda Mata želela da uhvati Krišnu, sve dok je Krišna gledao napred, nije ga mogla uhvatiti.
But then, the runner always have to look a little behind. Is somebody behind me? And then as soon as Krishna was looking at turning his head behind, he slowed down. And that was the moment when Mother Yashoda could capture him.
U jednom momentu, znate kako onaj koji beži nekad se osvrne da vidi da li me sustiže ova druga osoba, i Krišna se okrenuo i u tom momentu majka Jašoda ga je mogla uhvatiti jer je
Mother
usporio.
Yashoda was calling him, oh thief, don't run away, wait.
Tako ga je majka Jašoda zvala, čekaj lopove, nemoj da bežiš.
And then when Mother Yashoda could capture Krishna from behind, Krishna was very much afraid.
I pošto je majka Jašoda uspela da uhvati Krišnu i da ga sustigne, Krišna se jako uplašio.
So everyone is afraid of him, even Yamaraj is afraid of him.
Iako se njega svi boje, čak ga se i Jamarač boji.
He's the Lord of Death, even he is afraid of him.
On je gospodar smrti, no čak ga se i on boji.
Yeah. Therefore it is said, whenever a devotee who is chanting Hare Krishna mantra or is serving Krishna, he doesn't like to approach such a devotee. And they also told to the Yamadutas, don't go near to such devotees.
Zato je Jamarač rekao Jamadutama, nemojte da prilazite onima koji pevaju Hare Krishna Mahamantru i koji su bhakte. To je opasno za vas.
That means Yamaraj has great respect before the Lord and his devotees.
To znači da Jamarač ima veliko poštovanje prema Bogu i njegovim bhaktama.
It's even described when Dhruva Maharaj entered the Vaikuntha airplane at the Vimana, Yamaraj came to offer obeisance so that Dhruva Maharaj could use his back as a staircase, to enter the Vaikuntha airplane.
Opisano je kada je Dhruva Maharaj hteo da uđe u Vimanu, letelicu, tada je Jamarač ponudio svoje leđa kao stepenicu na koju je Dhruva Maharaj stao da bi se popeo.
All the great powerful devatas, they only perform their duties out of respect and fear of the Supreme Lord.
I svi ti veliki moćni devate, oni svoju službu i služenje ispoljavaju sve iz velikog poštovanja i straha od velikog Boga.
But now we see, that the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Sri Krishna, he shows signs of fearfulness.
Sada vidimo kako svevišnji božanska osoba Krišna pokazuje simptome straha i plašljivosti.
Overcome by fear, he was requesting his mother. He pleaded his mother, if you throw away your stick, then I surrender to you, but don't punish me.
Tako prevladan strahom, on je preklinjao svoju majku. Molim te, baci taj štap. Ako baciš štap, ja ću ti se predati.
And tears were flowing down from his lotus eyes, and how you say, the black ointment from who decorates his eyes was smeared all over his face, because he was rubbing with the hand like that to squeeze his tears out of his eyes.
I Krišna je plakao govoreći to i brisao je svoje suze, tako da je crni kađal kojim je bio našminkan, dok je trljao svoje oči, sav se razmazao oko njegovih očiju.
His face is already blackish. It became more blackish due to his of these blackish ointments, the kachal.
Iako on ima onako crnkasto malo lice, ono je postalo još crnje zbog razmazanog kađala po licu.
Actually, Indians, they do this even today, the boys and the girls.
Zapravo Indijci to i danas rade, dečaci i devojčice.
Especially when they're younger, even if they're older, they all have a kachal around their eyes.
Čak i oni mlađi, a i stariji. Svi oni imaju kađal oko očiju.
Although they're naturally dark, you know.
Iako su prirodno tamni.
But it makes them more beautiful.
Ali ih to čini još lepšima.
So Krishna also had this black ointment around his eyes. Mother Yashoda always put it on the face of her son.
Tako je i Krišna imao uvek taj crni kađal oko očiju. Majka Jašoda ga je uvek ukrašavala.
Now this kachal, if you cry, you know, sometimes this kachal becomes mixed, you know, with the tears.
I ako plačete, znate, taj kađal se pomeša sa suzama.
It even gives maybe some itching sensation. So one has to, with the hands, try to squeeze it out, you know, but then more tears come out.
I onda možda to čak i malo svrbi, tako i Krišna
And the black ointment was smeared all over his lotus face.
Rukicama da malo ublaži, međutim, to je samo pogoršalo suzanje. Ne znam. Disappeared? No voice? Can you hear me?
No, yes.
Yes? Okay. I don't know why. Can you hear me now?
Mi te čujemo, ali Guru Maharaj se negde.
Šta kaže Šaktija?
Mi te odlično čujemo, nego on je negde, možda njegova konekcija nije.
Da, možda je njegova, zaledila se na moment. Ja ne znam šta je s našom.
Hear me?
Okay. Yes, we hear you.
You heard my last statement?
Yes, I heard everything. I said that the more he was crying, the more kajal was going around.
The more his kachal was smeared all over his lotus face.
Tako je kađal bio sve više razmazan po njegovom lotosovom licu.
He requested his mother to throw away the stick.
Oh, the sound.
Rohinisuta
Prabhu, I can't hear.
Don't punish me. You don't hear? Now I have no sound.
Yeah, now it came back. So please repeat. Yeah, it just came back.
He was requesting his mother, don't punish me, you know, I'm afraid.
I tako je on ponavljao svojoj majci, molim te, nemoj da me tučeš, jako se plašim.
The mother, she threw the stick away.
I majka je bacila onda štap.
But she thought, I have to bind my naughty child because he's very naughty today, very, how to say, passionate.
Ali moram danas da kaznim svoje dete, pomislila je danas se baš ne valjao i onako je malo...
Maybe he will do more mischief.
Još kako zlodelo da uradi.
So I have to bind him.
Tako da moram da ga vežem.
So she found some ropes, you know, some where you can bind the rear legs of the cows and also do a churning rope of the.
Da li čuješ? I'm sorry. Rohinisuta Prabhu, the sound is gone again. I couldn't hear you. I'm very sorry.
Yeah, it's because how say she was trying to get all kinds of robes.
Pokušavala je da nađe sve vrste užadi.
We switch off now and then we turn it on again, and because then maybe you can also do. Then maybe it will become better, the line.
Okay, we will do that. Okay, thank you. Možemo svi da se isključimo pa da uđemo ponovo, možda će biti bolje.
Šaktja, ne moramo svi, jel?
Koliko sam razumela, samo njih dvoje da se restartuju. Da.
Aha, pa da, pa mislim, mi čujemo dobro.
Da.
Pitaju ostale parte
Vi
koje sad uče da li čuju, da li vide.
Vi čujete, jel da? A dobro, i verovatno kao i mi prekidalo se na moment. A da Hanin glas ide malo sporije, tiše u početku, pa malo i glasnije. Jer tako
Da, ne, gubi se nekako, aha, da.
Okay, sounds are all back. You hear me?
Yes, we can hear you, Guru Maharaj. No,
Yes, sir.
Okay, Dahani is also here.
Honey, you
I can
me?
hear as well.
Yeah. Okay, so now to keep the long stories shorter.
Yeah.
So to keep the long story shorter.
Da skratimo dugačku priču.
Not that we crash again.
Nadamo se da nećemo opet pasti sa internetom.
Mother Yashoda, she found the next rope what she could found. She took, to bind Krishna on the wooden mortar.
I tako je majka Jašoda prvo uže koje je našla zgrabila i vezala je Krišnu za drveni žrvanj.
But mysteriously, it was about a few centimeters too short.
No, misteriozno, to uže je bilo nekoliko santimetara prekratko.
So she tried to find another rope, whatever she could find, because in the farms they have different kinds of ropes to bind the rear legs of the cows, ropes for churning the butter.
Tako je ona tražila tu po imanju neko odgovarajuće uže, pošto je ovo bilo prekratko, jer na farmama imaju različite vrste užadi. Oni kojima vezuju zadnje noge kravama ili kojima bučkaju maslac.
Even her own cord, where she was binding her hairs, she used, to try to bind up Krishna.
Probala i svoje uže koje je imala ukrasno neko u kosi, koje je koristila za vezanje kose, da vidi da li to odgovara da veže
Although
Krishna.
she knotted one rope after another, it was always a few centimeters too short.
I kako god bi uzimala, koje god bi uže uzimala, svako je bilo 2-3 cm prekratko.
So only when Krishna saw, oh mother, tries so much to bind me with her love.
Tek kad je Krišna video, vidi kako se majka trudi da me veže svojom ljubavlju.
And she becomes very tired. She starts to sweat and perspire.
Postala je već umorna, počela je da se znoji i da teško diše.
The flowers from the hair dropping down.
Iz njene kose počelo je već da pada dole na zemlju.
Then Krishna decided to let himself to be bound up by the rope of Mother Yashoda's love.
I tada je Krišna odlučio da dozvoli da ga veže uže majčine ljubavi.
You cannot bind Krishna with ordinary rope, but with the rope of prema or bhakti, we can bind him.
Jer ne možemo vezati Krišnu običnim užetom, ali ga možemo vezati užetom prema bhakti.
Yeah. Especially if one follows in the footsteps of the Vrijabasis, who are very dear to Krishna, so we can assist them, and in this way also get some drop of mercy of the inhabitants of Vrindavan and become dear to Lord Krishna.
naročito ako sledimo stope Bridžbasija, oni su veoma dragi Krišni, ako ih služimo, onda možemo dobiti milost i onda možemo doći bliže Krišni.
So, although Krishna, in short, although Krishna cannot be captured so easily by the Gyanis and Yogis, but he easily becomes captured by his devotees, by his prema bhaktas.
Dakle, Krišnu ne mogu vrlo lako sustići i dostići ni Gjani ni Jogi, ali ga lako mogu dostići njegovi prema bhakte.
Okay. Hare Krishna, I will
Hare Krishna.
stop here now, and maybe next time we can speak about the second part of the how Krishna is delivering the two Arjuna trees.
Ovdje ću stati sada i možda možemo sljedeći put nastaviti sa drugim delom, a to je kako je Krišna oslobodio 2 Arjuna drveta.
So this amazing pastime we can discuss next time, hopefully with a better line.
To je jako dobra, lepa lila i nadam se sa boljim internetom, boljom konekcijom da ćemo to moći sljedeći put uraditi.
Okay, Hare Krishna, Damodar Lila Ki. You have some question, Ken?
Not yet.
Došlo neko pitanje? Not yet.
Not yet, because I stopped early, huh?
No. Okay. No questions, sir.
Where is Bhakti Granta? He has no question?
He is here. Moment.
Because if nobody has a question, Bhakti Granta always has a question.
Okay, Guru Maharaj. Yeah.
Can I ask a question?
So now Bhakti Granta asks question.
Oh,
Sad prvo Bhakti Granta pita pitanje.
okay.
You have to be a little faster.
Moraš biti malo brži.
Yes.
Or is everything clear?
Yes,
Je
it
možda
was
jasno.
very
Granta.
clear, Klaus.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bilo je vrlo jasno.
Okay, Avadut.
Can you tell something to us about why is Satyavrati Muni offering obeisances to a rope?
Yeah, because this rope was, how to say, was very special. It could not be an ordinary rope. It is the rope of Yashoda Rani's pleasure, how to say, ecstatic love, Vatsalya, prem.
Pitao je Duta zašto Satyavrati odaje poštovanje tom užetu, zašto je tako posebno, i Rohinisuta Prabhu je objasnio da je to vrlo posebno uže, jer je to uže Radharani, o Bože, Jašodine ljubavi prema Krišni.
So because of this rope, Krishna became famous as Damodar.
I upravo zbog tog užeta Krišna je postao poznat kao Damodar.
Right, but the ornaments, that means all the ornaments, like even this rope, you know, or a belt, or earrings, and the necklaces, and the garlands, and ankle bells, they are all worshipable as Krishna. They are Tadiya.
Svi ti ukrasi na Krišnu, čak i uže, i naušnice, i nanogvice, i minđuše, sve je to vredno obožavanja, kao i sam Krišna. Oni su poznati kao
As
Tadijam.
Krishna is worshipable, so Tadiya is also worshipable, worshipped by the devotees.
Baš kao što obožavamo Krišnu, tako se obožavaju i njegovi.
So all the ornaments of the Lord are Tadiya.
Svi ukrasi.
Tadija is male Serbian name.
Yeah.
Tadija.
We have many Tadijas here. Yeah.
Tadija je inače i srpsko ime.
Serbski name. Yeah, you have many Sanskrit names.
Imate puno sanskritskih imena.
Even Prema.
Čak i prema.
No?
Prema means story.
Prema is also Serbski, no?
Yes.
Yeah, prema. In Serbian it means towards.
Yeah.
Towards.
Towards.
And Rasa?
Rasa, yeah. Rasha, maybe.
Okay, Avadut, clear?
U redu?
I heard that the rope is actually a devotee.
A ja sam čuo da je uže zapravo bhakti.
All these ornaments are devotees.
Svi ti ukrasi su bhakti.
Yes, yes, they are personified in spirit, yes.
Jeste, kad
Like
je
the
čak
like the churning rope of when the demigods and the demons churn the Mandaracharan hill, you know, then to churn the Amrit. So it's a basuki, it's a snake.
kao kada, na primjer, polubogovi i demoni bućkaju onu veliku planinu, jel? To nije uže obično, nego je vasuki, zmija.
Actually, all these paraphernalia in relation to Krishna are all expansions of Anantashesh, of Balaram.
Zapravo sva ta parafernalija koja je u vezi sa Krišnom, sva je ekspanzija Anantasheša, odnosno Balarama.
Okay.
Okay.
More question time or that's it? Huh?
Ima li još pitanja ili je to to? No more questions in the messages.
Thank you very much. See you then next Sunday again, 5 o'clock. Huh?
Yes. Thank you very, very much.
Hare Krishna, glory to Prabhupada.
Thank you very much.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Shri Rohinisuta Prabhu ki jai.
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 Krishna.
Vanchakalpa.
Hare Krishna. Everybody. Okay.
Idehani,
Yes.
Dijana ovdje mi dela prije. I htjela bi nešto s tobom poslije